Palisades has the rides, Palisades has the fun. Come on over. Shows and dancing are free, so's the parking so cheap. Come on over. Palisades from coast to coast, where a dime buys the most. Palisades Amusement Park swings all day and after dark. Ride the coaster, get cool in the waves, in the pool, you'll have fun. So come on over.
Swim in the world's largest outdoor saltwater pool at Palisades Amusement Park. Come on over. Tuesdays and Thursdays are bargain days. Many rides 5 cents and 10 cents. There's over 190 thrilling rides and attractions. Plenty of free parking. Free tomorrow afternoon. See the Blues Project, the Middle Class, Evie Sands, and many others, all in person at Palisades Amusement Park. This is WOR AM and FM, your RKO General Station in New York. Stay tuned now for the news with Ed Pettit. Time at the tone, 11 o'clock.
Good evening, everyone. Here is the late hour news. Ed Pettit reporting. A C-119 has gone down west of Jacksonville, Florida. It's not known how many people were aboard or whether any were killed, but there's one report that there were 40 men on the plane. The C-119 reportedly was en route to Cecil Field, a naval air station at Jacksonville. Chicago's racially torn west side is quiet, with 2,500 guardsmen on hand to make sure it stays that way. The area was rocked with violence for 4 succeeding nights. When police professed their inability to check the mobs, the guardsmen were called out. Richard-Speck is sought tonight for the murder of those 8 student nurses in Chicago. Reports of his whereabouts have cropped up all the way from Illinois to Texas, where he's known to have relatives. Speck looks like the man. He fits the description given police by a lone survivor, and his fingerprints have been found in the apartment where the girls were killed. Speck's brother Howard says the news of the hunt for Richard has left him and his wife nervous wrecks, but he says he'll turn Richard in if he shows in Monmouth, Illinois. The object of the police hunt is 25. He has a record, is known as a seaman, a kind of jack of all trades, and he's liberally adorned with tattoos. So far, no trace of a little 7-year-old girl, Ruth Ann Miller, who fell into a deep and abandoned copper mine near Calumet, Michigan today. Rescuers have been down as far as 300 feet, where they were blocked by a fallen timber. The search goes on, but there's virtually no hope. The child's stepfather told newsmen grimly tonight the shaft goes straight down, maybe for several thousand feet. North Vietnam's President Ho-Chi-Minh told the world tonight that he's not ready for peace and is ordering the partial mobilization of reserve officers and rear guard forces. The Red Leader said his people will fight on in spite of American bombings. No mention of any trial of those captured American airmen. U.S. officials had warned North Vietnam earlier of the probable dire consequences of any such trials. In the war itself, American Marines and Vietnamese government forces are engaged with enemy units just below the North Vietnam border, and Viet Cong terrorists have been active again with a bomb attack in Hue, another at a bus station in Tam Kỳ, north of Saigon. In that attack, 4 civilians were killed, 15 others wounded. A third attack later reported in the Chinese sector of Saigon itself, a grenade attack that wounded 7 civilians. Firemen hope to bring under control later tonight a series of brush fires that hit parts of Staten Island today. And non-medical employees, except those at Montefiore Hospital, were back on the job today. But a spokesman for Local 1199 Drug and Hospital Employees Union says wildcat walkouts and demonstrations will resume and spread unless the workers get an immediate pay hike. John English, the man who's directing Eugene Nickerson's bid for the Democratic gubernatorial nomination, warned tonight against giving too much credence to rumors that Senator Kennedy will back Nickerson. There had been rumors to that effect. We'll take a look at sports and the weather in just a moment.
She's dangerous.
He's diabolical. They're delightful. They're Audrey Hepburn and Peter O'Toole together for the first time, giving the screen a lesson in love and larceny in William Wyler's How to Steal a Million.
It all happens in Paris in Panavision and color.
How to Steal a Million from 20th Century Fox.
It looks like the World's Fair crowds are back in New York, or so it seems, at the Radio City Music Hall, where William Wyler's How to Steal a Million, starring Audrey Hepburn and Peter O'Toole, is now entertaining thousands. All the critics are acclaiming the wonderful fun. It's delightful and cheers all around for everybody, says Bosley Crowther of the Times. 4 stars, of course, from Wanda Hale of the Daily News, who says hilarious. It has one of the funniest sequences in film comedy history. Q Magazine raves perfect entertainment, beautiful to watch and enjoy. William Wyler's How to Steal a Million, starring Audrey Hepburn and Peter O'Toole, now at Radio City Music Hall, plus one of the most spectacular stage shows in theater history. Number 1, Lord Gordon won tonight's feature at Roosevelt Raceway. Daily double winners, number 3, Storm Morocco, number 2, Jane Adios. The $90,000 Rockingham Special Sweepstakes wound up in a dead heat today with Jolly Set and Sense of Rhythm. Weather outlook for New York City and vicinity, fair and pleasant through Monday. Daytime highs in the 80s, nighttime lows in the 60s. Present reading here in Manhattan, 69, humidity 63%, the THI a comfortable 66. That's the late hour news. Ed Pettit reporting.